Okay, today's kind of a fun one, I think. We're going to incorporate reaching. Reaching is a key part of balance. We're going to do most of our exercises today or activities will be reaching of some way or form or another. The exercises that are not reaching, it's just because we're going to reach with them. So we start with the exercise and then we incorporate a reach on the next exercise. So prepare yourself for a fun one. Thanks for tuning back in. Let's get started right away. I'll show you the exercise for just a second, and then we'll get started. So the first one is going to be, it's a single leg stance and a reach. So you'll notice I'm coming up on one leg, I'm lifting this back leg, and I'm reaching forward. If you can't do that safely, keep the chair here and reach. Keep the chair here and reach, okay? So let's do this together. We'll do this 30 seconds. I'm going to move the chair so you can see what I'm doing, but you hang onto the chair if you need. Let's get started. Reaching forward. Reaching forward. Keep a nice straight back as you reach forward. Good. So you're not hunching over or bending over, but you're kicking that foot out. Kicking that foot out and reaching. Kicking that foot out and reaching. Good. Now let's switch feet. We're not going to take a break on this. We're just going to go from one to the next. Good. If you can, kick that foot out a little higher and get a little lower. Makes it a little more challenging to get a little lower. But again, if you can't do that, it's okay. Bend this knee a little bit if you need. Gets you a little bit lower. This is a golfer's reach or a golfer's lift. And let's go ahead and stop and reach. Because you can imagine reaching down and grabbing a golf ball, kicking that foot out. But let's keep that going. Good. Hang on to the chair if you need. Rocking back and forth. Don't go too fast. You might get a little dizzy with this kind of rocking and reaching. Good. Let's go ahead and switch. Last one on this. Rocking and reaching. As you rest on this one, I'll show you the next exercise. The next exercise is going to be a simple lunge. So nothing too crazy, just a simple lunge. Good. Go ahead and rest. Have a seat if you need. For the lunge, what you're going to do is you're going to step one foot forward, bend both knees and back up. If it's too much to get that low, just step forward, bend your knees a little bit, and then switch. Forward and switch. I'm going to go all the way down and back up and switch. But you do what you can. Hang on to the chair if you need. Step to the side. Hang on here and push off of the chair if you need that. Not a big deal there. Let's get started. We'll give you about 5 more seconds and we'll do it. All right, ready and go. All the way down. Switching left and right. Try and keep that knee as you go down straight in front of you. Good. And same with the back knee. Try not to deviate it in or out at all. Just up and down. Sometimes people will really push off that leg. And then they'll push off that leg. And that's okay. It's okay if you need to do that. But just a stepping lunge here. And rest. We're going to rest for about 30 seconds. And then we'll get right into the next set there. We're going to do another set of lunges. After we do this, we're going to do a partial lunge and a reach. So this first one is really just kind of strengthening the lower extremities, not a lot of reaching, but it's just preparing us for the next exercise. So about 5 more seconds, and we'll start back into another set of lunges. Okay, ready and go. Again, just go to the depth that you feel comfortable. Push off your leg if you need. Push off your chair if you need. Try and keep this as simple as possible. For the most part, the only equipment you ever need is a chair and yourself. You could do these exercises in your regular old clothes. Even, no need to even change in exercise clothes. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Good. And rest. Go ahead and rest. Perfect. On our next one, I'll show you while you rest. You're going to step forward, lunge and reach. Lunge and reach. If you need to, as you step forward, lunge and reach. Lunge and reach. You know, use the chair as needed. I'm going to try not to use the chair. Use the chair if you need. We'll do these together. Practice on our lunges, strengthen our legs, practice on our reaching. Let's get ready and let's do it. Right here. And reaching. Good. Only go down a little bit if you can't. Go all the way down. Step and reach. If it's really difficult, just do what you can. Making my legs tired, that's for sure. Imagine you're grabbing something you need. Maybe you're grabbing something off the floor. Maybe you're reaching over to hug your grandkids. Imagine you're really reaching for something that you really need. That's why these exercises are so good. Good, and go ahead and relax, because we really do have to reach a lot in life. We got to reach and grab stuff, reach and touch stuff, reach and handle things. So this reaching is really functional. It really translates well into your regular daily life. I got to catch my breath after those lunges. Hopefully you do too. These are good exercises. Might get your heart going a little bit. That's not our goal, but if it is getting your heart going, not a bad thing here. Let's go ahead and start again in 5. Good, and reach. Good. Reach. You can even reach down. Reach down. Imagine you're tying your shoes. You're reaching to tie your shoes. Reaching out front. 5 more seconds. After this one, we're going to take a good rest. Good and rest. Take a good, nice rest. I'm going to rest for about 45 seconds. The next one we're going to do a reach up into a single leg stance. So you're going to reach up. Reach up. If you need to, just do one arm. Reach up. You notice we're really reaching, so we're lifting this one leg up. And we're going to do this on each side, be reaching up. Go ahead and relax a little longer. We've got about another 10 seconds of resting. Then we'll get into this. It's a kind of a forward step, reaching up. Get ready and let's go. Forward step, reaching up. Forward step, reaching up. Reaching up. Do both arms if you can. Reaching up. Reach to the sky. Imagine you're reaching up. You gotta grab that dish off the top shelf. Reaching up. Good. Get all the way up there. If you have a hard time reaching that high because your arms bother you, just reach a little lower. Reach a little lower if you need. That's not a problem. Good. And let's go ahead and switch. We're going to switch and do the other side. Reaching up. Reaching up. Hang on to that chair if you need just one hand. Reaching up. Reaching up. Good. You might get a little tired in the arms as you kind of do some of this reaching. That's okay. Tired is good. Tired, fatigue, muscles kind of working. All great signs that we're doing something good. Good. And rest. Good. We'll go about a 10-second rest here. And we're going to switch legs again. 5 more seconds. Back to reaching. If you need to, pause it and take a little longer rest. No shame in resting longer. Notice I'm almost kind of doing a little heel raise. As I'm kind of reaching, you'll see this heel kind of come up a little bit. That's good. Really reaching. If that's too much, don't do it. Just shift and reach. But if you can, really get up there. Really reaching. Grabbing hold of those boxes, grabbing hold of those dishes, whatever it is that you need to get a hold of. Good, and let's switch legs. Good. Okay. Reaching. Reaching. Good. And let's rest. Very good. I Might be a little tired after that one. Give it a good rest. The next one we're going to do is a side step with a reach. If you need, put that chair out in front of you. Honestly, always have something to hang on to if you need. Side step, reach. And side step, reach. If you can, reach even further. Side step and really reach. But use the chair as needed. No shame in that. I'm going to move the chair so you can see what I'm doing entirely. We're going to rest another 30 seconds. But as you do this side step, really try and reach over. You sidestep and you really try and reach over. We're just going to switch from one to the next on this. Not a lot of break between. But after we do a couple of these, we'll take a good long rest. So take another 10 seconds. We'll start up. Decide which way you're going to reach. Make sure there's nothing in the way. Make sure you're not going to step on anything. Make sure you're not going to hit the wall. I'm in tight quarters here, so step and really reaching. And step and really reaching. And watch where you're reaching even. Good. Really trying to reach out there. If you don't, if it's too hard to lean like that, just step and reach. Step and reach. Don't overextend yourself. But if you can, really step and reach. Step and reach. Good. Switch sides. Let's go. No stopping. All the way if you can't reach. Grab that thing in you. Whatever it is, grab that dish. Grab that grandkid that's being crazy. Step and reach. Step and reach. Great. We're almost there. We're going to rest. After this one, we're going to take a good long rest. We'll do one. So after we rest, we'll do this side step and reach again. Good. Rest for a minute. Take a seat though. We'll do the side step and reach here in a second. Take a good. We're going to go 45-second rest. I know my legs are a little bit more tired today. This one's really working me. And since we're doing a little bit quicker movements, which go at your own pace, but you might start breaking a little sweat, and that's okay. Sweat's good. Just means that you're working. Means your heart rate's getting up a little bit. Just your body's way of trying to cool you down. So sweat's not a problem. Sometimes people say, I don't want to sweat. That means your heart's working though, and we want that. We want your heart to work a little bit. But this reaching is so important for daily function. We got to reach so much in our lives. And I have met so many people that as they're reaching, they reach, and they go down. They reach and they fall. So it's important that you can reach and maintain your balance. So let's get up in about 5 seconds here. And then we're going to start this right away. And step and reach. Step and reach. Good. Step and reach. If you can't step that far, just little steps, little reaches. Modify as needed. Do it the best you can, but just modify as you need it. Modify it as you need it. Soon as this one's up, which we got another 5 seconds, we're going to switch and go right into the other side. Then we'll take another good rest. We're stepping and reaching. Come across. And again, step and reach. Step and reach. Watch where you're reaching. Imagine you're grabbing that thing. You can reach with both hands if you need. You got to get something a little more heavy. Reach with one hand. Oh, you got to grab the toothpaste. Oh, you got to grab the box. Whatever it is. This is very translatable into your daily life, so make sure you do it. Make sure you're doing it. Good. And stop. Rest. The next one we're going to do a sit to stand reach. You go ahead and continue to rest. We're going to rest for about 45 more seconds. I'll show you our next exercise, which is going to be a sit to stand and reach. You remember from last time we did a sit to stand and up real tall. This time we're going to do a sit to stand and reach. If you need, grab the chair. Just reach with one hand if needed. So reach. Oh, you got to grab and reach. So, but modify as needed. This one can really bump you off balance here because we're getting up real quick. We're going on our toes and we're reaching. So there's a lot of movement here. So make sure you got something to hang on to if you need, or modify as needed. Just do the sit to stand and then reach. Whatever it takes to keep that balance. So let's go ahead and start in about 5 seconds and modify as needed. This will keep you going, keep you reaching. And let's go. Reaching. I'm gonna reach with both hands. I'm gonna go at a decent pace. Go at your own pace. Slow down if you need. Speed up if you can. Really reaching. Good. Good. 5 more seconds. And rest. Let's take a 30-second rest. Kind of cool off. Whew, let some air in that shirt. Kind of let the breeze in. Again, modify as needed. Go at your own pace. No rush, no race. I'm going at a decent pace just to try and motivate you to kind of keep moving, but go at your own rate. No pressure. We're almost there though. We're getting closer to being done on this one. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. And reach. And reach. Reach. Good. Sorry, I keep repeating the words reach as if that's going to make you reach higher or something. You're doing great. You're doing great. Reach with just one. Reach with just one. Reach with just one. Good. And rest. Excellent. Well, it's tiring. Wearing me out here, people. Keep going. What we're going to do next is we're going to do a couple of seated exercises. Your legs might be a little tired, so we're going to finish off with some seated reach type exercises. The first one's just going to be a reach forward. You're going to reach. As you do this, I'm going to move this chair. I want you to keep your back nice and straight. So we're not hunching and reaching. You know, we're not getting sloppy. I want you to keep that back nice and straight. So you're sitting up tall. You're hinging at the hip. So it means you're just making that movement through the hip. And you're reaching. We're just going to do this one for 30 seconds, and then we'll get right into the next one. So here we go. We'll start in about 5. Okay, and reach. Reach. Notice my feet are kind of out in front. If you have them kind of back, then you risk falling off that chair. So kind of keep those feet out front for stability. They can kind of keep you on the chair. Reach with one hand if 2 hands is too hard. Reach a little lower if your shoulders are having problems. Really trying to reach. Reaching. Good. Reaching forward. Good. And rest. Give it a 30-second rest. I'm going to show you our next exercise real quick. We're going to do this 30 seconds each direction, and then we'll be done. This one you're going to step and reach. Step and reach. Step and reach. And we'll do that both ways, 30 seconds each. No break between, because essentially it's different sides, so you get a rest on the left side while the right side's doing it, and vice versa. And then that'll be it for today. So keep it up. You're doing good. Let's go. Reaching. Reach way out there if you can. Way out there. I got my butt kind of at the end of the chair. If that's uncomfortable, scoot back a little bit. Stay on that chair. Make sure you stay on that chair. I want you falling off the chair. Yeah, really trying to reach. I like to kick this leg out when we reach. Kind of helps stabilize us on that chair. Good. And right into the other side. No rest. You might find that movement on one side or the other is a little easier. I know for me, typically my right side moves a little better on the upper part of my body. Sometimes my right side on the lower part of my body doesn't move as well. So we all can have little quirks, little twists, little things that our body does better on one side or the other. It's all normal though. We're all a little bit different. And go ahead and rest. Hey, I'm proud of you. We made it through another day. Keep up the good work. It's important that you stick with it. If you don't stick with it, you won't get any better. So stick with it. If you need a little extra motivation or you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out. I'd love to chat with you and motivate you however I can if it's possible. And we'll catch you tomorrow.